Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm basically going out for a family function. So I thought of recording this very simple pink look which matches my pink dress. So let's get started. So firstly I just had a shower and I did not want my dress to develop crease, so I'm sitting in my nightie and I'm applying NYX's Pore Primer onto my skin, onto my already moisturized skin. Then I'm going in with my face's foundation. I'm going to note down all the products down in the description box for you all. And I'm using my Pac's foundation brush to apply this. And then my camera's storage basically got full. So well, I was only able to record this half, but you will get the idea of what I'm talking here. So I've just blended in my foundation. You can see it has a real good coverage. Next I'm going in with my concealer. I'm using NYX Pro Concealer in the shade NC35. This one isn't really as light as I would want it to be, but it helps me in covering my dark circles and slightly illuminating, so I'm not complaining. I'm using my beauty blender to blend it all in. Out of all the makeup tools I own, honestly, Beauty Blender is my go-to product. Like, I cannot live without it. It's just so good. So I'm just blending in the concealer. After that, I am going to go in with the translucent powder. I'm using the Kryolan's translucent powder to set the base all over my face, and wow, that rhymed. So yeah, I'm setting the foundation in. I'm not just using it on the highlighted parts or on the rest of the face. I'm using it on my entire face as well as my neck, because that's where also I've used my foundation. Then I'm tucking in to grab what my bronzer. Of course, I can't do without contouring. So I'm using this Benefits Hoola bronzer with Pac's brush, and this one is an amazing contour product for Indian skin tone. I had been using Inglot contour powder as well, but I don't like it that much as I do like this one. I'm using the smaller contour. This is actually the nose contouring brush from Pac, and it comes handy for contouring the nose. The brush that comes in with Benefits bronzer is also great, but for days when I need extra precision, I go with these brushes. And the leftover product on the brush, I'm using it to contour my jawline as well as my forehead. Next comes my eyebrows. I do not really do much on my eyebrows. I just fill them up, fill the gaps in, and as my eyebrows are really arched, I just slightly smoothen the arch down, like I make it a bit rounder, because mine are really like pointed ones, so I don't like it. So after filling in my brows, I am going to go with eye makeup. Of course, I'm using this shade from Huda Beauty palette. Honestly, since the time I got this palette, I haven't reached out for my other palette quite a lot. I've been using this palette day in and day out. I'm using the color Suede here, just on the outer corner of my eye. I did not want to go very out and out with the eye makeup. I wanted it to be very subtle, very understated, because it was a close intimate family affair. And then I'm going with this shade. I think it's Shy. It's a dusty pink color. I'm again just layering it on my crease. Then same for the other eye. Next, I have on the entire lid, I'm using the pink, sort of neon pink color from the palette. I'm going to mention the shade name below in the description box. So I'm using that color on my entire lid. And then I'm using this Angelic, which is a rose gold shimmery shade, and just slightly patting it using my fingers on the center of my lid. And I'm not even covering the entire lid, I'm just patting it on the below half of my lid. And then I'm taking a bigger blending brush and I'm going to blend everything together, the crease, the lid color, the outer color. I'm going to just blend everything together so that it looks gradient and smooth and very understated, because that's what I want. Next, I'm using the shade Coco and Shy, and I'm using it on my lower lash line. I like my lower lash line to be really smudged out and nicely diffused with the same color as I'm using on the upper lid. Sometimes I use a contrasting color, but it just depends on what look I'm going for. So today I'm just using the shade Coco, which is a nice reddish brown, and the shade Shy, which is the dusty pink, and using it on my lower lash line. Next, on the inner corner of my eye again, I'm using the same rose gold shade, which is called Angelic if I'm not wrong. Then on my waterline, I'm going to use NYX's Wonderline. I don't know what it's called, but it's a white eyeliner base. It's not a white; it's actually a nude eyeliner. And on my lash line again, I'm going in with NYX's eyeliner. This is a black one, and I'm just slightly trying to incorporate a little black on my waterline. You can also do this using a brush and black eyeshadow, but I planned to do it with a liner because I also wanted to line my upper waterline, which definitely can't be done with an eyeshadow. You have to use a cold pencil for it. Then comes the tricky part, the eyeliner. I'm going to wing it out slightly. I don't want a really dramatic liner, just slightly wing it and a really thin line over my eyes. I'm really good at doing eyeliner for my bride, but when it comes to myself, because I can't really close one of my eye, it gets really tricky for me at times. Especially, I think I just can't close my right eye. Just my right eye. I just can't do it. Either I close both together or open both together. I can't just close one. In short, it's difficult for me to blink at times. Yes. So you can see me struggling here a bit. So might as well I'm gonna rid you of that part and cut it. So after, I think, okay, let's go a bit forward now. Let's take this off camera, please. I don't think I'm ready yet to give up. So there, I finally decided to take it off camera. Then I'm going to curl my lashes and use my favorite Maybelline's Falsies mascara. My mirror is the one that I use during makeup, and it's so easy to get makeup prints on the back of it because it's black, because it's got texture, and because it just emphasizes all these marks. I've cleaned it a lot of times, but then at times it's worthless for me. Anyway, after doing my mascara, of course I'm going in with my blush, and I'm using this really light pink blush from Miss Claire's palette number 2. It's a really light pink color. I had to build up 2 to 3 layers of it for the color to actually show up. Next, I'm using the Pac Highlighter. The highlighter is just gorgeous, but I think it's slightly OTT for me. I use my beauty blender because if I use my brush to apply it, oh god, it's so blinding. I use my beauty blender to do it. I am then using NYX's lip pencil. This shade really complemented my dress, so I just decided to use this lip liner and leave it at that instead of topping it up with a lipstick. The good part is I love matte lip colors, and this one was a matte texture and also so pigmented, so I decided to just stick to this lip liner and apply nothing else. And as you can see, it looks so good. At least I like it. So I think my makeup is almost done now. Spraying is left. I really like to spray at the end of the makeup because it helps in getting rid of that powdery, texture from your skin. Next, I'm going to change my clothes and do my hair, and I'm gonna see you in a bit. So there it is. This is the final look, guys. I did not have much time to pose or to remove good pictures, but that's all I could get. I hope you liked watching it. Please subscribe to my channel. Bye.